So I'm here with Jeff.
Hello.
You're the lead director for World of Tanks.
A lead designer for World of
Lead
Tanks.
designer, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for the promotion.
No problems. So tell us a little bit about your role.
So, as lead designer, I manage all the other designers, and we coordinate all of the features we want to do, we think we want to do, and what the players are asking us to do into like a giant list of priorities and all that stuff, and then work with all of the artists and engineers to make that stuff happen as we keep improving World of Tanks on PS4 and the other platforms.
So coming from a game like World of Tanks, which was a pretty big PC release, how many issues did you actually have moving it to a console, and especially like PS4?
Oh, how long do you have? So there is a ton of issues, honestly. Like moving a game as complex as World of Tanks to the console, like you're going from a monitor that's super high resolution, that's like right in front of your face, more or less, right? And a keyboard and a mouse that basically comparatively gives you unlimited inputs, to a joystick, a twin joystick, which I think has 14 buttons, I think, and a TV that's about 7 feet away from your couch. You have to consider a lot of stuff just in terms of controls and readability and all that stuff, even before you start asking like just the boilerplate stuff of like, how is this going to run on the hardware? How do our servers work? So we had to give it a lot of time thinking about like, what does a console audience want? What does a PS4 player expect from a game, so that they can get into the game, get into World of Tanks on the PS4, and be excited about it without taking away any of that depth or complexity or stuff that comes with World of Tanks, which was what keeps people coming back and why it's so exciting.
So the other issue that I think a lot of players have with, I guess, a online game, especially console, is that you don't expect a free-to-play game to be on a console. So what kind of issues did you have in that area, especially like maybe with Sony and Microsoft? Did you have any issues bringing it even to the table?
So the biggest thing is would it be successful on a console, right? Like people, I mean, we are not the first. I'm never going to claim we were the first. I will say that I'm pretty reasonably sure we're one of the biggest right now. But there's honestly a certain percentage of people that have a stigma against free to play. They're like, oh, you're gonna let me play for 20 seconds, and then a pop-up's gonna appear saying, give me cash to keep playing. Or conversely, you're gonna like the game, but then you're gonna feel like you're gonna keep getting beat up because somebody who's a wallet warrior, I believe is the term, is just paying to win, and you're getting crushed. And so what happens there is you either don't get a player at all, or you lose them really quick if they think they're being cheated. You pile all that on top of what is a console player's expectations. As console players, as a general rule, like whenever you generalize, you risk like alienating some people. So that's not my goal. They have a more like, show me where the fun is. I want to know why I want to play this. Why is this worth my time right now? So what our honor is to convince all the platform holders, Microsoft first and then Sony, like, no, this can work, this can make revenue. I mean, because we have to keep the lights on, right? Eventually it comes down to that. Players will love this, they will keep playing, we will keep getting more players. Then we had to go to the players and say like, no, really, this is a good game, you should play it, and if you never want to give us a dime, never give us a dime. Like, I sincerely mean that. If you want to just play and never want to spend a cent, great. I love having you on there, and keep being vocal about what you want to be different, because it's a very social game. And then the people that are in it for the long haul, and maybe even are monetizing, say like we call it free to win. So everything that might actually influence the actual win-loss, like premium ammunition or some of the consumables, also have a silver equivalent, and silver is our resource that you can earn. You don't have to spend any hard cash on. So we make sure that everything is available to everybody. You get in and you have fun if you decide to download it, and you don't hopefully ever feel cheated. So those all kind of mix together into a big design soup, and we got it wrong a million times until we finally threw a bunch of play testing. We're like, I think we're ready, and then we started beta testing it, and now here we are. We're like thousands of people keep joining every day, and it's really exciting to see them come in and give the feedback.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you next time.